All right, we're talking about three things. All right, everyone should have written down that we're talking about the boat, we're talking about the motor, and we're talking about the trailers. Everybody agree with that? All right. Now, right off the bat, it's comparing the boat to the motor. All right. And it says that the boat weighs 1,500 pounds more than the motor. So that means the motor is what? X, and the boat would be X plus 1,500. Now, everybody should be able to write that down. Everybody, there's no doubt in my mind. We all should be able to write that down. Let's just stop and let me get through it. And then that's why I don't want to be interrupted right now, because there's alternatives to this. All right, there's alternatives to it for sure. All right. Then it says, and is referring to what? The what? The boat. And the boat weighs 1,900 pounds more than the trailer. But the boat has already been defined. So if the boat weighs 1,900 pounds more than the trailer, then the trailer weighs 1,900 less than the what? The boat. That's what everybody needs to be listening to and paying attention. The boat weighs 1,900 more than the trailer. So the trailer is X plus 1,500 minus 1,900. That's what you're supposed to understand. That's what makes this particularly hard. Just a minute. I know everybody's got some thoughts here. You're just going to listen to mine for a second. Then the trailer, if we simplified that, would be X minus 400. It would be X minus 400. Does anybody have any questions with that? And then once you define all of the variables, we should then be able to answer the last question, because the last question ties them together. So what do I mean by that? I mean to look at this and I need to say that together, the boat and the motor weigh. Together, the boat and the motor. How much right now do the boat and the motor weigh together? 2x plus 1,500. The boat and the motor weigh 5 times as much as the trailer. So that would be what? 5 parentheses X minus 400. All right, that's how I would kind of want you to look at it. Now, obviously, with that, we just need to go ahead. I'm going to give everybody a chance now, because some of you said you did a little bit differently, and I'm trying to show you it's okay to do it differently. You're still going to get what? The same answer. All right. So now I have 2x plus 1,500 equals 5x minus 2,000. Move the 2x over, that becomes 3x. Add 2,000, that becomes 3,500. Now it looks like I did something wrong. All right, but no, nothing is wrong. You're allowed to have fractions and decimals. All right, so we know that x is equal to 3,500 divided by 3 pounds, which is the what? The motor. Now, of course, it would be better if you just went ahead and divided that out, and that would be 1, 1, 6, 6, and 2/3 pounds. If you did that, I'm okay. If you have 1, 1, 6, 6.6 repeating, I'm okay with that. But it's better to have the what? It's better, in my opinion, to have the fractions. All right, so now what exactly is that? That is the weight of the what? The motor. So if you wanted to, you could have that. And now the boat would just be what? 1,500 more than that. And that would end up being, yes. And then you would say pounds, and then you would circle that and be proud of yourself, because that was what? That was the correct answer. That's the only thing we need. All right, that's the only thing we need. And that was hard, guys. That was really hard. If you were able to get that one correct, then you're probably going to get an A on the test. All right, really, it doesn't get any harder. All right. Now, I silenced Nora because I wanted to show you mine. All right. Now, I want Nora to go back now and show me what variable you gave X. What did you give X, Nora?
The trailer.
The trailer was X for Nora, which meant the boat was what? X plus 1900.
And the motor is X plus 100.
And the motor would be X plus 400. And give yourself a great, nice check all the way through. That's exactly correct. All right, you could set it up just like that. It would be no different. Honestly, if my memory serves me, it's like 10 problems and you have to answer 8. And the other 2 will be extra credit. And then I think what I do is, or maybe it was 7 out of 10 and 3 were something along those lines where I pick the 7 best that you do or the 8 best that you do and grade them. So if you get 2 of them wrong, it's all right. They're extra credit. They don't count. Then I look at the other 8. All right. So you don't have to know everything. All right. There's a lot of points in setting things up. It's completely fair. Stop worrying about the test. I want you to focus on the thinking. This is what we're learning, trying to show you how to think a little better. All right. That's what I'm doing. All right. With that being said, we got to move. What, Oliver? Does it matter? It doesn't. But if you wanted to know, it's 400 less than the boat, which would be 2266 2/3. All right. But I'm sure you could have done the math on that. All right. Number 10. All right. This is another really nice problem. Hey, I mean it, guys. All right. Show that it's impossible for the sum of 3 consecutive positive numbers to equal 200 more than the smallest. What?
On the last one, I don't think it would be 22. That's the vote is X.
Oh, you're right. You're 100% right. It would just be 400 less than 1100. Thank you. 1766 or 766. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Very smart. All right. That's what I'm saying. Keep listening, man. You could be brilliant, right? But you playing around sometimes. All right. Distracting. All right. It's a shame. All right. Now we're going to show that it's impossible. The sum of 3 consecutive. So how do I write 3 consecutive? Mike.
X plus 1 and X plus 2.
All right. So now on your test, all you have to do is write first, second, third, and that's probably worth, 30%. Just writing that down. All right. Now we want to know, show that it's impossible for the sum. So what is the sum? Mikey?
The sum of that would be 3x plus 3.
3x plus 3 equal to what?
That would be
200.
200 plus x.
Yes, or plus 200, x plus 200. You with me?
Yeah.
All right, there we have it.
So then you would subtract the x.
So 2x equals
197.
197. And now if I divide that, that becomes 98.5, right? Is 98.5 an integer? No, it's not an integer. So it can't be possible. It's not possible. It's not possible. All right, is everybody good with that?
Yes.
All right, I'm
Can you
happy.
just leave it up there for a second?
Yes.
Over it. How, if this was like question on a test, how would we show that like it wasn't possible?
You could now write 98.5 is not an integer. Therefore, it is impossible for the sum of 3 consecutive positive integers to equal 2 more than the smallest. Shh. You need a pencil? I don't know. Okay. Now, number 11. All right, read it
Okay.
or translate it for me.
1/2 x plus 16.
Hold on a second. 1/2 x plus 16
equals
equals
2/3 x
2/3 x.
4.
2/3 x what?
Oh, minus 4.
Minus 4. Okay, so now we have fractions, which we go yay because I can use my what?
Right.
I can use my calculator. Okay, I can use my calculator. So everybody take out your calculator. We're going to practice. All right. Am I moving the 1/2 or the 2/3, Oliver?
See right there, here, remove 1/2.
All right, so now everybody type in 2/3 minus 1/2. Now your calculator knows order of operation, so you can literally type in 2 divided by 3 minus 1 divided by 2, then hit math, enter, enter. And what is that?
4. I mean,
Math, enter, enter.
It is. Hang on, I have it here. Okay, so equals 1/6.
So I have 1/6 x.
So you have. And then
Wait
you
a
have
minute,
plus
wait a
4
minute.
plus 4.
So is everybody okay with using their calculator as 1/6? Everybody get 1/6?
Yes.
All right. Now we add 4. Obviously, that's what?
20.
And now my final answer then would just be
That's 120.
multiply both sides by 6. X is 120. Perfect. Bless you. All right. Anybody have any issues with that? Anybody have any issues? Okay. Miss Elliott, tell me about number 12. They have the same perimeter. So what's the perimeter of the square? 12x. What's the perimeter of the rectangle? 8x plus 2. And what's true about their perimeters? They are equal. Right? Wait a minute. And so x equals? No, I knew you were going to say that. 1/2. X is 1/2. So it says find the dimensions of each figure. So the square, the dimension is what? Why did you, well, now fix it now, because remember x is 1/2, right? So 3 times 1/2 isn't 6. What is it? Yes. So you can put 1.5, 1.5. All right. So the dimensions of the square, 1.5 by 1.5. All right. Now talk to me about the rectangle. Okay. Which is? Say it again. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry. Well, it's 3 times 1/2 plus 1, or 1.5 plus 1. No, I didn't confuse you, did I? You sure? All right. Please don't just put 2.5 and 0.5 and think all is good in your world. It's not. Or does anybody have any questions why those dimensions are 1.5 by 1.5 and 0.5 by 2.5? What?
Can you explain how you got the one, like, why is your 1.5 and 2?
What does x equal, buddy?
1/2?
1/2, right? You with me? X equals 1/2. Do you agree with me?
Oh,
So what's 3 times 1/2?
oh,
Right? And then this is 0.5, right? And then I just need you to do 3 times 0.5 plus 1.
oh.
You sure you're good? That's easy. Tell me.
You say you got 8.
The perimeter. So look up here. I'm happy this help you with that. That's x. I'm sorry, this is x, and this is 3x plus 1, right? So 1x, 3x, 1x, and 3x is 8x. You with me now, right? 1 plus 1 is 2. Good? All right, I'm happy with that. All right, here we go. What does number 13? What? No. No. First of all, I don't think the numbers are that hard right now, Oliver, honestly. All right,
Do you have one?
but no, well,
Because I need one for specs as well, I think that one.
where is yours, Oliver?
Mhm.
Where's yours?
Well, I don't know, I have it in my backpack, I put it in my backpack and put it in the sleeve and I don't know that one.
Well, come talk to me after class.
Yeah.
What, do you have to add anything to that? You sure?
Well,
It's
I'm listening. What?
kinematics.
the 25 is good.
Yeah, okay, I understand what you're saying. Thank you. All right, I appreciate it. All right, so here, what does someone explain what regular hexagon means? Tell me.
Each says, well, hexagon, it comprises of 6 sides, each says, 6 equal sides.
6 equal sides, and the angles are also equal. All right. That's what that means. So how many 2x plus 5s are there in this figure? Right? So the perimeter of this hexagon in terms of x would be what? 12x plus what? 12x plus 30. Exactly. But it's also saying that the perimeter is what? And so those two things are equal. So you can put 18x plus 9. Well, we are. So now we're going to solve it real quick. Everybody's doing this on your calculator or however you're thinking about it. So what do I got here, guys? Moving the 12.
So, 18 minus 1.
Yeah.
180.
Yes, 6x equals 21. And so what is the length of x? How much? 3.5. All right. However, I found out what x is, but it says what's the length of each side?
Yeah.
Say it.
12.5.
Why?
Because 3.5
Is
5 times 2 is 7.
and then
7 plus 5 is
yes. 12 inches. That would be the answer. 12 inches. All right.
We already did times 5, so why are we dividing again? We times 6, so why are we dividing again?
We need to find out for each side, not just the whole lot.
Yeah, that's why we did times 5, right?
Oliver, did you get x equals 3.5?
Yeah.
Okay. 2x plus 5 is the length of one side. Austin, what? Okay, here we go. Now, everybody's doing 14 real quick. I'm going to shut the door real quick. Everybody's doing 14. Shh. Get the door. Thank you. Thank you. Shh. Nothing. We're not talking. All right. I'm not asking like I did last year. I'm begging you. Leave him alone. I want him working. Now, some people here thought they could use two variables. We're not using two variables yet. That's coming, but not right now. All right. The sum of two numbers is what? 15. So we're talking about two numbers, the first number and the second number. All right. Do I have any idea what the first number is?
No.
So that's going to be what? X. So now, who can tell me what the second number is going to be? Nope. Nope. What? That is true. It is 15 minus X. Now, how do we know that? And some of you are like, I wouldn't have thought about that. So I know you wouldn't have thought about that. That's why you're in here. I'm helping you think about things differently. Now, let's say for some reason you were mistaken, like you couldn't do it. So give the first number 5. If the first number is 5, then the second number is obviously going to be what? 10. So my question is, using the 15 and using the 5, how did I get 10? I subtracted them. I did 15 minus 5. 15 minus 5. That gives me 10. Well, what is 5 in my? That's why it's 15 minus x. Now look, you couldn't, you shouldn't, and you better not be daydreaming on this problem. All right, causes all kinds of problems for kids. If the sum of two numbers is 15, one is x, and the other now is what? 15 minus x. Do I know which one's bigger? No, there's no way to tell. All right, there's no way to tell which one is bigger. All right, so with that in mind, all right, now that you've learned that, all right, now I would like to hear Jacob, tell me.
Would it be?
No, I want you to read this.
3 times one number.
How do I write that?
3 times 5 because that's.
No, these are just made up numbers. 3 times
3
what?
times x.
3x
3 times one number, so 3x equals
equals
11.
11 what?
11 less than 5.
So no, 11 less than. What does that mean?
That means it should be 5 times the number first.
No.
My flipper.
Yes, but I would like for you to say for me, 11 less than means minus 11. True?
Okay.
No,
Yeah, sure.
minus 11. 11 less than what?
Less than 5 times x.
Now, hold on a second. 3 times one number is 11 less than 5 times the, the what? What should that be?
Second.
The other number or the second number. The other number is better. Sorry about that typo. I'll go back and fix it. All right, has everybody got me on that? Other. So now that I corrected that, that's going to be what for you, Jacob?
It would be. Wait, you zoom out a little bit more.
Yeah, sorry.
11 less than 5. 5 times 10.
5 times what?
10.
Why 10?
Oh, wait, I'm still thinking of the other.
So what is the other number now?
X.
Somebody help him. Tell him, Mr. Cappy.
5 times 15 minus.
Yeah, the other number is 15 minus x. Does that make sense, right?
Yeah.
Does it matter if you put 15 minus x first or x second? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. All right, now let's go ahead and solve this out real quick. Practice your solving.
I don't understand why you just said the 3x. Like,
3 times one number.
Oliver.
oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay, I see, thank you.
All right, now adding the 5x. 75 minus 11. So x equals 8. So the two numbers are what? 8 and 7. All right, 8 and 7. Those are my two numbers. Anybody have any issues?
Yeah. I'm still kind of confused on how you're ordering this.
I don't know what that means.
I'm confused with this and equation still. I'm looking at it, but I'm just.
3 times one number, Oliver.
Okay.
3 times x.
Equals
11 less than
11. Okay, minus
5 times the other number.
So 5 equals 5x minus 11.
There's no reason. Just look up on the board, Oliver. All you have to do is look up on the board. This is the translation right here. That's the translation of this sentence. All right, here we go. What?
Can you go over one more time how to get like the 15 minus x?
The what?
How to get 15 minus x?
So this is something you just learned today. If I say the sum of two numbers is 15, one of them is going to be x and the other one's going to be 15 minus x. Right. And I wish there was something magic thing I could say this is what it's not, there's nothing, right? You just have to understand. And that's why I'm trying to tell you at the beginning when I said, okay, if one number is 5, then the other numbers, everybody was able to tell me had to be 10. So how did you get from 5 to 10? You did 15 minus 5. All right, here we go. Come on now. 15 is good. 15 is good. What? All right, read it. Okay, hold on a minute. Here's container A. There's a little leak down here in the corner. Here's B. It's got a leak down here in the corner too. And I'm assuming things are coming out. So I'm going to identify this as, uh-oh. I'm going to identify this as A. I don't know what's going on. Sorry. All right, sorry now. I think I'm back. Wow, it's just not letting me. All right, this is A and this is B. All right, I got a leak down here in the corner. Something's coming out, right?
Yeah.
All right, so container A and container B have leaks. Container A has how many? So everybody should put 800 gallons here. And is leaking at what? Container B has what? Okay. So how much is in the tank? How would I identify tank A? What would I write?
Would be at X.
Now, X represents how fast the water is coming out. So how much is in the tank right now? 800. And you're losing what? 6 gallons every what? There you have it. Does that make sense? And then tank B, right? You are right. That's good. All right, that's it. And now what's true? So how many minutes will it take before the containers have the same amount of water? So what do I do with these two equations?
Well, I would like, add 6X into.
No. You're not going to just add these together. You want to know, this is tank A and tank B. You want to know when the tanks are what? The same. What is same? What does same in math mean? Equal. That's right. So we're going to do 800 minus 6X equals 1000 minus 10X. Agreed? Now we're going to move this all around, move the 10X over, it becomes 4X. Subtract the 800 becomes how much? 200. And so X is equal to what? 50 what?
50.
What's the question say? No? So it'd be 50 what? Here's what you're not seeing. Yes, right. That's what the question is. How many minutes, right? 15 minutes is good. All right, here we go. Wow, we're doing good, guys. All right, let's knock out 16. All right, read it quickly.
UPS charges $7 for the first pound, 48.22 cents for each additional pound. FedEx charges $5 for the first pound, and 30 cents for each additional pound. County council will take for UPS and FedEx to count the thing.
I'm listening.
The UPS, so I wrote U and F with colons respectively.
Yes.
And then 7 plus 0.2x. And then that's for FedEx, I wrote $5 plus 30x. Let's see, so I wrote 7 plus 0.2x equals 5 plus 0.3x.
Hold up. Now, does everybody know, right? If you were going to ship a huge box, you would prefer who? UPS. If we're going to ship a small box, we're going to, yes, now we're talking. Now that's thinking. All right, but everything he said is exactly correct. Anybody have any doubts about that? All right, so carry on.
So yes, so I subtract the 5 from both sides,
Yep,
as well as the 0.2 from both sides. So you're reduced to 2 equals 0.1,
and then,
and then you divide by 0.1x,
and that is,
and that's 20 pounds.
yes, 20 pounds. All right, very good, very good. Hopefully you feel like that was okay. All right, hopefully feel that was okay. Yes, sir.
Hey, thanks, Director.
What? All right, read it.
All right, a sandwich costs $3 more than a salad.
So what am I gonna write down first?
We're gonna write, how much sand
And,
and, salad,
yes,
then. So it'll be, I'm gonna read the thing before I actually start reading.
I'm good with that.
Okay, so the 9 sandwiches cost the same as 12 salads. Find the cost of each. So would it be 3 plus X equals 10?
Yes, but I'm just gonna go ahead and say X plus 3.
All right.
And then what?
And then for salad, it'll be, X
Right,
and 9 cents. Would just be X times. Wait,
shh,
oh. X plus. Times.
what does a sandwich cost?
It's gonna cost X plus 3, so
And you're gonna buy how many?
you're gonna buy 9,
So what's the cost gonna be?
so it'll be X plus 3 plus 9.
Yes. Right?
Yeah.
And that's the same as, which means,
That means it's the same as.
what sign goes next?
Equals.
Equals. Yes.
Alright, way to solve that worse.
Distribute for me.
9x plus 0.7 equals 12x, and then. There was be 9.
27 equals.
And 7 equals 3x.
Oh, I didn't understand. Yes, you're right. X equals 9. So it says, find the cost of each.
I mean, salad's gonna be, 9.
$9 for a salad and
X will be 9 plus 2, so it's $12. $12 per thing.
$12 for a sandwich. All right, now, hold on a second. What? Yeah. What?
Oh,
Yeah, hold up for a second now. I'm gonna tell you what I want you to do. Somebody tell me what time to get out of here.
41.
41. So we got 6 minutes, right? So here's what I want. Guys, you got some time, 6 minutes. Do 2 problems. That's what I want. And we're done. All right. Once you're done with those 2 problems, I want you to turn them in to me. Shh, shh. What does consecutive odd mean? I know, but how do you write? That's what I'm asking. No,
X plus 2.
X plus 2, because to get from 1 to 3, I'm still adding 2. Yes, it's kind of weird. From,
Can't do.
no, if I start at 3, how do I get to 5? Yes, thank you for that. X plus 2, and X plus 4. That's how you write consecutive odds. All right, or in this case, you're just talking about 2, so it's X and X plus 2. You finished? Thank you, sir. All right, when you're done, hand it in. I want you to try. If you don't know, just put I tried and I, you know. You can help him, I don't care.
Oh, never mind.
All right, good job, guys, for today. I'm happy with you.